Yo, what's up? Is the Crazy Genie slash the hockey player gamer here. I'm making this video just to basically go over what the UFC has done recently. Um, I wanna I wanna do a fight prediction, but before that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'm gonna talk about Yoel Romero being released from the UFC. So basically, Yoel Romero, he's being released officially from the UFC. He's been cut by Dana White. Dana White has said that there's going to be more cuts coming. About 40 UFC fighters will be cut from the roster. And the way I look at it is like, Yoel is a great fighter, man. He fought for the championship many times. He wasn't able to grab the belt. I think he's not as aggressive as he could be, I think, the way he fights, but he's very strong physically. It's hard to knock him out. I don't think he has been knocked out in the UFC because he's also very muscular. But if you look at his fights, he's not going to put pressure. He's not a pressure fighter. He'll put pressure, he'll explode and try to knock you out, but he's not going to put pressure through 5 rounds like Colby Covington, Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor. These type of fighters, they're pressure fighters. They like to put pressure on you until you can't keep up the pace, and then that's when they're going to grind you out and put you up in the clinch, take you down, tire you out. And this is what I think. He's a top fighter in the middleweight division. I know he's a top 10 fighter. He's ranked top 10. He was ranked top 10, but Dana White says he's lost the last he's lost 4 of the last 5 fights that he's had. So because of that, it kind of makes sense that they're going to release him. 4 to 5 fights that you've lost, even if it's championship level. And I don't think that's the main reason. If not, he would just drop down the rankings. I think it's also because of his age. He's 44 years old. Anderson Silva's 45. And these guys are just a little bit too old for Dana White's taste. I don't mind Yoel Romero fighting again in UFC. He won't because he's cut from the roster. But when I'm comparing him to Anderson Silva lost many fights after his 40s. Most of them. He's been against top-level fighters, though. And so I still have my respect. But it's sad to kind of see a fighter of that caliber lose that many fights. You never want to see that. And you never want to see Anderson Silva get knocked out. It's kind of really repetitive performances by him. So I think he's been cut from the UFC too. But that's my take on Yoel, guys. Do you think he's gonna sign with ONE FC or other Bellator organizations? Maybe. I'm not sure, but we're gonna have to wait and see. So this is my take on this next fight that's coming January 24th or 23rd, 24th, I think. They changed the date. But I already made a video about this. If you want to guys check it out, my initial fight predictions between McGregor and Poirer. I want to talk a little bit more about it now that it's been official. Like I said in the previous video, I knew it was going to be official, like I said, but they just needed to sign the contract. Now the contract is being signed for more than a few weeks. It's an upcoming fight. And this is what I predict. Man, I just see Conor finishing this fight early again, like he did Cowboy. He's a really, really fast starter. Literally, if you're not able to control his pressure and his accuracy and his power early on, you're not going to be able to defeat that guy. Looking at his losses, he has 3 losses since joining the UFC. 1 to Nate Diaz, 1 to Khabib, and actually that's 2. Sorry, and 1 since he joined the UFC, he fought also in boxing against Mayweather, and that's 3 losses. But the rest, around 10 wins. He has 10 or 11 wins or something like that. He has. So he's a really strong starter. If you look at the Nate Diaz interviews, he's going to say he's a strong starter. He's very hard to control because he's going to pressure you along the fence, and then he's going to start to knee you. He's going to kick you. He's going to wheel spin kick you. So that's the thing. You have to be careful when fighting a guy like Conor. And I just have him winning this fight early. I don't think Dustin control his pressure. He's just, the style of fighting of Dustin is just not going to be enough to beat Conor. He has that kind of pressure that when he starts to fight, he's going to throw punches and kicks. Dustin starts good or early, but he's not a crazy pressure fighter. And everything that Dustin's gonna throw, Conor is gonna counter. You see what I talked about in my earliest videos. I said Conor is gonna win that Cowboy fight, and he lost against Khabib because Khabib didn't throw nothing at him. He didn't throw punches. He didn't throw kicks. He just went for takedowns early on until McGregor had no more gas and he didn't have any energy left to start training with him on the feet. And Khabib wasn't throwing nothing, so he couldn't counter him. And that's what Conor is. Conor is a counter puncher. He's a counter kicker, counter puncher. Look at that Donald Cowboy fight. He threw the head kick, and Conor immediately responded with his own head kick and landed it clean. And that's what made Cowboy lose that fight. So I think Conor is gonna make this either one or second round or first round or second round knockout. That's my guess. I like Conor a lot. He is my favorite fighter. So if you guys think this is what happens, you know, I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't see it going to distance at all. I see Conor landing some shots, leg kicks, or not leg kicks, but I mean high kicks, teeps, and the punches that he's been practicing on. He has literally spent, he says, 75 rounds, 5-minute rounds for sparring thus far in his training camp. So that's going to be even more experience, more he's going to be more tactical, more precise, more powerful come the fight day. So that's what I think, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace out.